Hello, kindergartners. It is Tuesday, May 19th, and this week we are talking about being good citizens. And one way to be a good citizen is about being kind and nice to other people in your community. I have a story today about Maya was grumpy. So if we're talking about our school community, we have lots of kids in our classroom and we always have lots of different emotions. Are we always happy? No, that's not possible to always be happy. In kindergarten, we talked about our red feelings, our blue feelings, our yellow feelings, and our green feelings. And the green zone is when we are happy and we're ready to learn. But sometimes we're going to be in the yellow zone or the red zone or the blue zone, and that's okay. But we don't want to hang out in that zone for very long because it's hard for us to learn, and it's also hard for us to be a good person in our community and to be kind to other people when we're in one of those zones. So the grumpy zone is kind of that red zone, that angry zone, and it's okay to feel that way sometimes, but we want to get out of that zone so we are back to being kind to our friends and ready to work in our community. So this is a story about a character named Maya. And she just woke up grumpy. She didn't know why she was grumpy. She was just grumpy. That happens to me sometimes too. And there's another character who helps her work out of that grumpy zone. So let's go ahead and read it and learn about that. Maya was grumpy. Written and illustrated by Courtney Pippin-Mathur. Maya was grumpy. Oh, see, look, she just woke up grumpy. Look at her face. She didn't know why she was grumpy. She was just in a crispy, cranky, grumpy, grouchy mood. Look at that scowl. She didn't want to read or color or eat banana chips or wear her favorite shorts or go outside and play. Do you feel that way sometimes? You just don't want to do anything. The only thing Maya wanted to do was grouch around the house and share her bad mood. Uh-oh. I love it when people share, but not necessarily their bad moods. She grumped into Grandma's room and snarled at the cat. She stretched and went back to sleep. The cat wasn't interested in her bad mood. She glumped into the living room and made faces at some birds. They just flew away. She clumped into the kitchen and grumbled at her brothers. They just glopped their food on the floor. Finally, Maya thumped up behind Grandma and growled as loudly as she could. Feeling a bit grumpy today, Grandma asked. Maya just scowled. Well then, said Grandma, I guess that means no hunting for hippos after breakfast. I never hunt for hippos, Myra grouched. And no putting your head in and no putting your head in a crocodile's mouth before lunch. That's just silly, grumbled Maya. Bathing baby elephants would probably be a bad idea today if you're grumpy, Grandma said. Maya rolled her eyes. Certainly no tickling tarantulas until they giggle, Grandma added. Maya shook her head. A tingle in her belly tickled all the way up to her mouth, but she squeezed her lips into a tight line. I predict she's starting to think her grandma's silly and maybe smile, but she's trying to fight it because she's so grumpy. I did have plans to slide down the neck of a giraffe later, Grandma explained, but I guess we can reschedule. Maya felt a wiggle reach the corners of her frown. She's starting to smile. And definitely no swinging with monkeys today if you're grumpy. A bubbly giggle escaped through Maya's lips. Swinging with monkeys might be nice, she said. These are silly. And she gave her grandma a big hug. Grandma packed a snack and fixed Maya's hair. They all went outside to find the hippos, crocodiles, elephants, tarantulas, giraffes, and monkeys. Those were all things at their park. So there's the elephant, there's the monkey, there's the tarantula, there's a giraffe. It's a slide. And Maya felt much better. That's such a nice story. The other character was her grandma, and her grandma worked so hard to say silly things that would make Maya laugh and smile. And then when she was in a little bit better mood, they went outside and they ran and they played on the playground, and Maya was feeling much better. If you are having a grumpy mood sometimes, make sure you do some things that help make you happy again. Do things that make you laugh and giggle and smile. Get outside and get some fresh air and run and play. I miss you guys, and I love you so much. Have a great day. Bye.